Live! Hello everybody. Don't think we have anyone in here yet, but in case you're watching, I will be doing a little bit of animation today. I had debated on this because we're kind of moving into spoiler territory, but I think it's still enough that the couple of you that will probably be watching this won't have it ruined for you. I think we'll be okay. As you can see, I'll be animating Route 2 a little bit today. Excuse me, need to drink my beer. And see how that goes. I really want to get through the rest of this scene, which Casey just finished giving me the backgrounds for. So hopefully it'll go smoothly. I won't have music going because, well, we tried that last time and it just lagged or just screwed up the audio quality. So hopefully I'll be talking enough. Because I don't like having music on when I animate anyway. Got that a little bit from Richard Williams' book, who says he preferred to, or he got advice from I forget who, but pretty much yelled at him after asking. Richard Williams asked the guy if he listens to classical music when he animates. The guy flipped out and was like, "No, I can't. I'm not smart enough to do two things at once," or something like that. And so he tried that and he realized it was a decent thing. So I don't like listening to music either, unless I'm animating music, but I haven't done that in a while. So okay, so now I'm trying to do Route 2 here. Comes at you very quickly. Recenter this. Very quickly for like a second, and then goes off. And I gotta have him. Casey didn't give me a long enough background. Damn you, Casey. I don't want to just stretch this, so I have to try and work around the limitations. Maybe we can just stretch it. Yeah, why not? Why not? People aren't going to see this for that long. Let's see if we can move that a little back this way. Let me take Route 2 out of the... No, that's not Route 2. That's Route 2. Oh, I forgot I did that too. Because apparently it did not come over uniformly. Let's fix that, shall we? Did that. Move this over all we want. I'm going to have Nova's going to be standing here. So it's going to pan in on her. Whoops, don't want that. Oh, I think that'll be better. Oh, definitely gotta fix that. Start. Ew. Probably push this out a little more now. Let's get rid of that. Keyframe. Save. Adjust. Take that out. Okay, we're gonna get rid of. Here's where I like what I get really good at. What I've gotten really good at over the years: custom easing. I've actually should start looking over at the new easing because they've really fixed it up in CS. Flash CC 2014. A lot more user friendly. I've just taken a quick look at it, but I haven't really tried it out yet. So maybe in the next animations I'll give that one a shot. But for those of you who don't know what easing is, when you tween, you give the symbol that you're working on a start location and a stop location. And easing is essentially mimicking a speed movement of all the in-betweens. Basically, it's how you space the in-betweens in between those keyframes. If you want it to look like it's going faster, or let's say it's going from slow to fast, you'll space the ones very close to each other at the beginning of the animation tween and far apart at the end. Kind of like imagine a falling ball. Is that if you just drop it from a height, it's just going to go slower. It's going to start slow compared to where it stops when it hits the ground. It's acceleration. So it's us mimicking acceleration. And this graph here, when I use lets me do it. This is the slightly advanced custom easing. that lets me do it with 5 different values of the tween, and I can basically do these independently. What the graph does is that the x-axis on the bottom here is the number of frames, or what frame percentage it is. So it goes from frame 663 to 700 or so. And so that's 1%, that's 0% over here of the tween to 100% of the tween. And this is the amount of animation from the start point to the stop point. So 0 would be the start point, 100% would be the stop point. So if I were to do something like this, it would move very quickly in the beginning and then slow down at the end, because it's reaching 50% of the tween at only about 10% of the time it takes to finish the tween. Conversely, do this, it'll start slow and then speed up. And diagonal is just reset. Diagonal is just a straight tween, no easing at all. Make sure my comments are loading, if I even have views. I don't think I do, but whatever. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. So, the basic way to remember this is that the more vertical it is, the faster it'll go. The more horizontal, the slower. So what I want to do is that, because now I got to play a lot of tricks with perspective with this, because he's going from where the camera is, I put that in quotation marks, away from it. So we want his scale representing how close he is to us, because this is just flat. There's no depth to it at all. When something gets away, the further something away is from you, the slower it looks like it's moving. So we're going to start off fast, and we're going to end slowly, but not too slowly, because he's going to whip around at the end. So I may have to do a little bit of fun stuff, a little more complex stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Just test it. So right now we're just looking at how long it takes him to get to the end. So we see that it's still kind of, I don't want him to go diagonally straight to where he is. I want him to kind of look like he's going away from the camera, whips around where Nova's going to be standing, which is directly where he is right now, and then comes back. So we want to make it look like he's going around Nova. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to position. And he's going to start slow, because the position is, we want it to look like he's heading away from us rather than moving sideways. And that's what this is tracking, really, the translation of the object. So, and then when he gets far enough away, he's going to speed up and whip around. Let's see how that looks. Now it's a little weird, because the anchor point where everything is done with is over here and not over here. I'm actually going to fix that right now. That's a problem. Let's go fix that. So we'll put the anchor point, all the things. You'll notice he has a red eye right now. There's a reason for that. Sort of. It's usually just agitated. Okay, now we just got to reposition all this jazz, crap, crud, whatever it is. Right there. Then he comes back, and he leaves the frame. So that's a lot easier to see what's going on. What we are going to do is right here. We're going to sort of whip around. Ooh, we got bigger. Readjust this. Those are the same right now, so we want to look like he's kind of like whipping around at this point. So I could put in, yeah, so right here we want to whip around. Synchronize the symbols at this point. Oh, I really slowed that down. That looks. Oh yeah, I gotta go back into it. What I'm doing now is I'm using the hotkeys to synchronize all the symbols. Basically, just make sure that the animation within this symbol here stays constant based on where the keyframes are. Because if you move the keyframes, it generally just keeps that the same starting point of the of the symbol. So we want it to just stay consistent. There we go. It's close enough, because this is just getting the basic movement up first. Alright, so it's a little strong. Let's do the position a little more up. Looks like he's just starting. Okay, and this needs to kind of whip around. Ew, that's not reset. So he's going from a moving point, so we're not going to make it so flat. We'll just adjust it a little bit, and he's kind of going to look kind of like he's stopping on his or he's like stopping like cartoony stop where it's on one foot. And he kind of like screeches along a little bit, kicks up some dust. Okay, that's not bad right now. The other one I want to do is that you'll notice that he's a little bit tinted here because when you're to give some depth as he's closer to you, you kind of feel like he's blocking light. So what I'm going to do, I meant to go in the tween here, is that we're going to go down to color, and we're going to have this one adjust pretty quickly. So we want it to be as soon as he's far enough away that you don't that he's not like right in front of you. Then you want him to be the normal brightness. So see how he gets darker. Doesn't look like he's going too much down. That could just be something I have to animate. So we'll slow the scale down a little bit. Just that a little bit. Boop-a-doo. This is all just temporary anyway. I'm going to have to go in here and animate it so it's a little better. Boop. Okay. Let's see if we got any viewers. I don't think so. Yep. Hey, Casey's in here. Hi, Casey. I'm going to try and keep up with comments, but you're just talking too much, Casey. Root 2 is not a robot. He's a bot. Because we can't say droid, and we don't want to say android. Droid is a Lucasfilm copyright. Okay. So now we got the basic movement set up. Yeah, I kind of want to put a Nova in there just so I can animate him going around her. Do I have Nova? Yes, I should have Nova in here. So, base. We're going to get Girl Nova. Because what? Because, of course, basically when we were first doing this stuff, we, at one point, I think this is before we actually started doing art, is that Nova Jones was going to be a male character. And in Casey's original idea, and I think we've mentioned this several times before, is that he was going to be a janitor, and he was going to team up with a wacky robot with a wacky sidekick that is, and this is a bit of a spoiler, a cooler that we have not gotten around to do yet. And he is going to... Oh, actually, I should make the... Let's get bigger, too. No, I did that wrong. It's smaller, so it's like getting coming towards us. No. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, anyway, he was going to be a janitor, and he was going to save the day by whatever Casey's original idea was. But then he told me that idea, and I was like, hey, you totally know that Space Quest did that first. Which is an old Sierra game, and then he was like, oh, I guess we can't do that then. Which we can't. We couldn't. I was a big fan of the Space Quest series back in the day. So she's going to start behind him. And about here he's going to go around, so I should probably raise him up a little bit. I could make him smaller. I should probably make him a little smaller. 24, 28, and we'll actually move this back a little bit. It's back down to 1. Let's do 120. So it kind of like whips around her at that moment. I love moving the camera. I don't see any other comments yet. Okay. So Nova's going to be at this point. I'm going to be standing here, and she's actually going to step a little bit to the side. At that point, so at this point, actually, I need to make her actual Nova. Is this the... No, that's route 2. Where is Nova? Nova's moving. That's Nova. So basically what I've done now, what I've never used to do, is that I keep all of the... the entire... Since the lines are... The audio is done beforehand, I can now put the entire audio inside of one character movie clip, instead of making like 6, 7, 8 movie clips, one for each line. It's a little easier to keep organized and to use, but it kind of screws up with your layering within the thing. I don't know how professionals do it. I assume they do one scene at a time, save that a master into a version control, and then export it later and do it in post. But I really don't know. No, I don't want to break it. If using my hotkeys. If you don't use hotkeys, you're doing it wrong. Use hotkeys. Whoa, why are you so tilted? That. Rotate 0. Back to the normal size. And I want her line just to make this easier, because I never do that. Transform. Why are you all the way over there? Double click. There we go. So here's how the size comparison is going to be. Maybe about. She actually probably doesn't even need to be behind him, because he'll pass behind her. Okay. These characters are roughly the same height, I think. So that works. So she's going to step in front of him around here. Let's do it here to keep it even. Okay. Go into this. Break. There's her head. Actually, instead of making this bigger, I should... screw it, I already did it. Decisions. D. That broke apart all the symbols. Actually, before, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to get rid of what we don't need, which is her legs and feet, and she's now just a disembodied torso. She's not going to do too much moving, so I don't think I'll need her elbows at the moment. Now we're going to convert to, or distribute to layers. Pick it up. Oh good, it just fits right up there. And let me get rid of these layers because we don't need them. Trash can. Now I need to get the head and size it up correctly. Boop. So the head also contains its own master audio file. So let's return that to 0. Okay, look at that. Look at that big head. So it should roughly be the size of that. Most. Actually, if I just do this, it should work. No, don't align the stage. I'll lose you. Okay, and there we go. This is the correct thing. Oh, look at your eye roll. base head. Okay, delete. Placed in place. Here's her head back, and then we just need to make sure this is 657 for 657. There we go. Anchor point is at the neck. Torso. Okay, everything's good there. Save. New comments. Of course not. Casey, where are you? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing good. Doesn't sound like you're doing good because nobody's here. Must have all gotten sick. Bad food poisoning. We're all watching Casey's stream as he streams some sort of MMO and then goes and drinks coffee. Okay, let's stop talking. Okay, so I got her broken up. And she just kind of need to be behind at this point. No, she's over here. So we'll put her off screen. I need to save it into J. That needs to go at least as long as this. That works. Let's just do this. Transform align. Okay, that's good enough. Double check that. 702, 702. Fix that. And she needs to go back actually. So I'm gonna have her. I'm gonna animate her jumping forward a little bit in her own animation. So this is not gonna be too big a deal. So she is at about a little more because she's in front, and I'm like adding parallax. Copy the easing. So she'll be closer to the middle, or maybe even over here, depending on how much I want to move her over. Anyways, and I can always recenter this. Take up half the frame. She actually moves more. What did I do here? Fix that. There we go. A little too noticeable. Okay, now let's get to the actual animating. Personally, I'm framing and this and camera movement. They're big things for me, and that's what I like to focus on. Because I want to direct your eye towards where it should be going to. Like for instance, here we have the door actually opens up. Elevator door opens up along the third degree, the rule of thirds grid, right on the thing here. That was actually a wonderful coincidence by Casey, who I don't think ever really pays attention to this stuff when he's drawing out the backgrounds, but never really asked him to, so. Over here you see she takes up the third grid on the right. I like that. Okay, so I could do no. Well, no, I can't do Noah first because let me do root 2. I'll show you how I animate root. So here's root 2, and this last thing. It's a little big. So he's all over the place. Luckily, I don't have to animate him too much. I should actually go back and animate his antenna, but oh my god. Thanks, Joseph, for the antenna. I really appreciate it. Actually, no, it's fine. Let me do it here. So at that point, Okay. So the last one, he sort of goes up. So let's fix up these arms. He's kind of frightened right now, so maybe he's kind of just... Oh, I definitely want to get this first. Definitely want to fix that. Joseph sometimes doesn't put the joints on really the best places, and I miss it when I'm rigging up the character, and it just throws some stuff off. That hand is in front of his body. We cannot have that, can we? Is that hand? Yeah. Here's the body symbol right there. Let's move this hand. This. No, I don't need that. So let's move the hand down there. Okay, fix up the hand. I think I did that because it's unlikely that his hand will go behind his body, but I'm doing a back shot, so now it's got to be behind. This should actually be transposed to. Or, no, I don't need to flip that around because he turns around. Okay. So how am I going to do this? He's going away. Push her out of the way as he gets to here. So when he's going, so maybe he's going to bring his arms up and go and bring him out as he pushes her around. Boop doop. I don't want that to match up. Yeah, it'll work. Let's try this out first. I should be doing this one here because I'm bringing up the start and I want to see what it looks like on frame. That should probably be flipped around. Yep, I'll flip it. Shadows on the bottom. That's something I've been trying to get after Joseph for, making sure the shadows are always consistent, because he'll sometimes use it as outlining, since we don't really have this, we don't use an outline at all, so it's kind of hard to do. So he uses kind of like the shading as the outline, and that's okay in some points, but then at other times it's like, no, the lighting's got to be like this, and there's not really much you can do without redrawing everything. We don't want to just redraw everything, because we're tweeners. All right, so M. Let's kind of snap. So do this here so I can see it. So see, the hands kind of get disjointed because they're not actually rigged onto anything. They're just there. So to fix that, let's see what the two hands are. I'll actually go and manually do it. That's not right. That's right. As we want it to snap back down a little bit. Some reaction. We don't need to move his whole body. So let's just do his neck here and his head. And the shading flip too. Now I'm going to do the whole body. Why not? We sort of want it to snap back. Reaction time. That'll go back down. That'll go back down. 2. Yeah, look at that. Boom. I'll go get its face later. And it kind of comes back a little much. Let's do that. Okay. So roughly at so I should do that. So at this point I want him to kind of go around Nova. So a little bit before that, probably about here. I want him to kind of like lift up his arm so he can kind of, or squeeze in his arm so he can kind of get through. It'll be totally weird. Oh, it's in front of the neck. Where's the neck? The neck can go in front of the tail. Well, let's just kind of tilt him back this way, even though we're not really going to be able to see it. Yep. Flip that around. Yeah, it's flipped. It works. Let's give all of these custom ease. Normal start, stop, stop, start, stop. Over here, he's got to kind of flip it around, and that's going to be the harder bit. Yep, kind of froze there for a moment. Alright, so maybe this a little too early, so it doesn't have to be. Actually, this means I could probably move Nova over a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, looks pretty good. I can actually make that a little longer. Don't like how that breaks apart. So go fix it. Good, and retain the tween. So start reaching out in this next part. I've actually got to flip around the it's easy. I'm gonna flip around the arms because they're now layered differently. I can still be done correctly. Asking that. Probably shouldn't be that way. Yeah, it's not even gonna matter there. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Okay. comments. Hey, more people. Well, more Casey and Dan. Whoop. Casey's drinking coffee with chocolate and caramel in it. And pizza. I can't believe you put pizza in your coffee. Oh, hi, Dan. Can't you see me animating? See how much more effort I'm putting into it than you? Of course you don't, because you're blind. So let's get the body first, because I think this should be... Nope, let's flip two. So I don't think Joseph... You know what I'll do? I'll do this. Oh, you didn't put him in. Joseph, your lack of making things in groups and symbols will be the death of me. Be crushed under a pile of fills and lines. The hell? Oh, you know what? I bet that's not even the same color. There we go. Yeah, that was a problem. Group G X group. Let's get rid of all these layers that we don't need. Now I can free to break this apart without it really losing any retaining. That should actually go with this group. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, nothing got grouped. Okay. G. So what I can actually do, could turn those into symbols and then just animate those to, put more effort into it than I really should. It's not that I should put effort into it, it's just that it's a lot of effort. Swap. Does he have a sideways body? He does not, so probably should do this, otherwise it's just going to look weird. Streak, fan, Bates, root 2, shoulder. I think I could just reuse it for the back one as well. I just do that. And this will actually make a symbol as well. Animate root 2 body torso only. Those in the correct character folder. Get rid of this. And the symbol we'll do here. So we'll actually match this up. I probably should have done this first, but C P. That's great. What have I done here? I think that's close enough. Yeah. That doesn't change. That does apparently. Okay. That's our keyframe. So I should have done it first. onion skin it to get it closer. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Onion skin. I can actually start them moving too, so it won't be as jarring. B, no. G, X, G. Oh, this one too. G, X, V, G. I should be able to break this apart. This one here, B. Then F8, group 2, body, torso. That should work. Boop-a-doop. Just do this first. It's gonna switch over. Actually, should probably switch over here. It's gonna depend. Where I put the torso? Put on the STFU. Oh, I root. Do. Man needs more graphics. Yeah, it's how I animate, Dan. I get used to it. Drawing new symbols instead of using the same ones for 3 years. Yeah, but you never get things done because you usually do that halfway through the animation. Actually flip that. G. Boop. Can't even see it. That doesn't even need to be done. Oh, that's a tween. What did I screw up? That's what I screwed up. Let's take the back one out. That should fix it. No, we don't want that. There we go. This flips and goes over here. A little behind. Oh, no, I gotta G. Flip that. Oh, that needs to be behind the neck too. Ugh. Where are you, neck? You're going up here for the time being. I'm wheezing. I do another. Let me get that. Stop that. Bo. Alright, that works. Saving. Check the comments whilst I save, because I don't autosave. Or maybe I do, I don't know. I haven't not finished something in years, and you know it. I don't know, we were working on a couple of things, and they never went through. In fact, they never got to animation stage, Dan. Whatever happened to that? Huh? I'm just kidding, I love you, and I'm gonna punch you when I see you. No, that flips too. Why is that? We don't want it to flip yet. That's why. This is sort of start going back. See, you can't even see it because she's in the way. All that work for nothing. Also, I haven't really finished animating it yet, so there's not much to look at other than the shoulders. So just do some general fix-ups. Okay, and at this point, he's gonna. So that arm's gonna come out. So let's do these arms first. Oop. You see that these three arms, or these three pieces of the arm, are not the same as these three pieces. They've actually completely switched. So what I'm going to do, since these are the ending, put these ones here, and they're going to swap places mid animation. So I think I did that wrong. Yeah, they're going to swap places mid animation. So that's right. I'm looking at this back. Let me undo that. So these three pieces of this, what was originally the forearm, are now going to become what is essentially the back arm. Or will it? No, this seems. Oh, you know what? Because he's not turning around. He turns around here. That's where it's going to happen. So this is actually fine here. That makes things easier. Let's set up the basic animation. I mean, I can do this. Yeah, let's put it like this. Bloop. So we want to fix that. It's not good with the neck being like that. So we're going to end it 1 frame early. I don't like those shoulders, but they gotta be done. Yeah, this one's bad too. This gets the same effect. All these will get the same. So what I'm doing there is applying the tween to all of these. Those completely flip. Oh, it's yeah, I see what it's doing. Just rotating the wrong way. So let's get one. Let's get this one first. Oh, that's what I did. Oh. Wait. Oh, that's right. I flipped these around earlier, and I must not have fixed them here. This should be fine over here. Yes. There we go. That should be much better. Just fix this handy dandy notebook. Nice, nice. And we just want to fix up these two. So in the middle, both of them, J. Okay, that works. He'll transition to that next. No, I don't actually like this double thing right there. Maybe if I can make this longer, it'll work. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better. Now let's take a break from this and actually do Virtue's head for this first part. Synchronize symbols. I'm doing that with the hotkey. So he ends. Actually, yeah, so I can move this back one more. So at this point, we want him to be looking straight to the side, and he'll turn around at this point. So this we can move like that a little more. Yeah. Debating whether or not to keep his eye here. So let's see, he comes back. So yeah, actually, let's do this. His eye off, bring this a little bit more forward. Come back like this a little bit, and like he looks back. He's like, oh no, I've got to looking at the wrong. I got to go back and fix that. This is all wrong. Everything's got to be clean. Looks like he's gonna kiss Nova. Mumble, mumble, mumble. You're a wonderful conversational companion. Thank you, Jess. For everybody in the chat who may not know Jess, You know, I was going to say something mean there, but I don't want Jess to be mad at me. Jess was just telling me how much she loves doing her Let's Play of Mystic Quest. Another favorite game that she's done on Wednesdays is Super Putty. Right, Jess? Yeah, that's right. So let's have him kind of look back totally here. Use the whole thing up. Make this bigger. Oh, that's right, I can't do that. Probably should not do this like this, but I just want to do a quick fix. Alright, that should be fine. More than big enough. That's what she said. I'm horrible. So with root 2, I can actually give him strong action reaction. Well, that one's not too strong. That's okay, I kind of want him frantic and looking everywhere anyway. And I can have him blink when he goes over and looks this way again. Some hang time. This whole head's going to move over anyway. Where is the upper lid? There we go. Blinkety blink blink. Oh, I gotta go in and fix this too. Should go to the edge. There we go. It's gonna be close enough. And look at me, I'm bothering to fix this. So horrible. Okay. Perfect. Oh, got that. That's fine because it's a shine. So blinks are quick down and then back. Less fine. Okay, so that's too far over for the blink to really work, so we'll have it go down like this. Oop. I go down a little more. Push this over. The eye back. Yeah, I should go down. Oh, I should give it some hang time. So we'll do that. No! You said something to me. Jess is saying something. Everybody see what Jess is saying. She hates me, see? I'm just kidding, Jess. Tau Cummins, newest first, that's the problem. Still mumble, mumble, mumble. Okay, so that definitely comes down too quickly at the end. Because this isn't the blink, this isn't the eyelid, this is the head motion. this one to have some action reaction. Boop-a-doop. So how many people watching out there are picking their nose right now? If you raise your hand, you should know I can't actually see or hear you, so yeah. Let's do this where it goes a little beyond and a little back. Actually, I want that off. I'll just have this one. Boop-a-doop. Ooh, yeah. See, I love the head movement. Alright, so him looking back before going around Nova doesn't really work. And Nova's going to move out of the way, but... Excuse me, I think I'll just fix it now. Kind of works. So I gotta move his blink actually because he doesn't need to blink. You basically, when you turn your head in real life, and focus on something to your side, you basically blink when you do that. You watch animation, they'll if you look closely, they'll do that same thing when they're animating. So I'll still have the down eye movement here. Actually, I don't need to. I can actually make this normal now. Boop-a-doop. I'll do that. Upper, boop, 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 boop. Lower. Perfect. No. No. Did I not? I didn't get the right thing. Or go. Alright, fix that. Okay, that works. So we should see the blink at this point. Okay. Head's got to go down a little more. Let's get the head and neck done for this part. Save it first. Check comments, see who's yelling at me now. We could dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Oh, Marcus spam. Jess, I have not seen Labyrinth in a while, and excuse me for a second. And I do love that movie. I do very much enjoy that movie. I have not seen it in a while. We can watch it when I visit. And I've also never seen The Dark Crystal. The body flips, so you get the head and neck will be the easiest, then the body. and then the arms. So where do they blink? They actually blink right here. So let me go back 3. The forward one more should be okay. Boop. I love this character model. It's just look, you get so much movement and so much motion out of how his head is set up. And we can't really do that with the other characters. One thing with the newer Flash is that they made these little buttons, these little boxes, have very small hit boxes on them when you want to click them, so it's a little annoying. So we'll go back a little bit. That action-reaction thing. Guessing this will be going like this. Ooh, no, I gotta flip that around. No, that'll be fine. No, those gotta be flipped around. Try that again. I'll actually go to those ones later, but this one need to react the other way. Boop. 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 Should probably do that. Push this up a little more. Still gotta go back and do the damn antenna and the lip sync. Oh, I flipped that around. Hate doing that. So this one's actually gonna be further in. And that's, unless I can just go out like this. Not too much. Ew, that's what I get for doing it fast. Control A, Q, and we do this. Forward. There. Neck will come back. The next two forward anyway. Boop, boo-doop, boop, boo-doop, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do. Wow, I got the F-Zero theme from Smash Brothers Melee. I don't know why I'm thinking of that in my right now. It's weird. Weird. Okay, so arms. So those three become these, basically become these three. So what we want is this down here. What am I doing? So this is that hand, and becomes that hand. That's what we want. copy first. This is messing me up. Boop. Boop. Not to go down that much. That doesn't have to go up that much. There we go. So these three want to go up here for them to change. No, these are taking the wrong ones. There we go. Now I need to approximate it. Let's do the arms first. So that starts there and ends. That starts here, ends here. It's about halfway. Also, these need to flip. Because that. Let's see how this looks. Boop. What's that? MM100. I think that almost works. Just need to fix that up a little bit. Why did I do this? You were fixing. Okay. I'm basically getting the tween for that. Copying it over. Okay. Alright, so now let's get these things. Forearms. Let's give that one some fake smearing. Yeah, that looks super fast. Let me push that back one. And of course the hand is not going to stay, so we will do it by hand. No pun intended. Although this is below the frame, I like to do it anyway, just in case I need to reposition things. Oop. J. So we have that arm. What we want is pick one more of this. I'll have the same smearing as will this. J. J. So that looks. Fix the inertia up a little bit. That one. Let's see what snide comments everybody's saying. Why don't you make anyone else say that? He reminds me of Buzz from Homestar on an animation standpoint. I don't remember who's Bubs again. It's been for he was like the convenience store snack bar guy, wasn't he? We don't make. Oh, why don't we make anyone else that way? He came, I think, later, and because of the way he is made, it's very easy to convert him into this very cutout face style with the mask that we haven't really thought about doing for the characters that much because it's harder to do because they're not cylindrical heads. With this, he kind of moves like when you use the mask, you can tell it's going around the cylinder, or at least you can tell that's what we're going for. Whereas with the characters, you just look at Nova behind, it's not as simple to do that. It's got the nose and the glasses and various other things for how the eyes are laid out. If we could, I definitely would do that. Alright, the shading flips. Let me fix that since it's not moving too much. Should probably do it for this too. Yeah, so why is the shading on the same side as the light? Joseph, you're fired. I'm kidding. Please come back to work for us. I mean, with us. With us. Recenter this. I'm going to fix the scale on this, actually. Let's make the position a little faster, evened out. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah.
Hello?
Right, so just got to animate that little bit of him leaving, which goes up to here, and then he's done. Let's make it up to here. This doesn't even need that much. Or then I gotta do his antenna. I want to go super detail on his antenna. No one notices. Go back and watch what I did with the antenna in episode 4, when they're in zero gravity. I really went all out on that. Here. Reach for the sky. So we're reaching towards the camera. But we don't really have the assets to do that. Boop, boop, boop. So I don't like making non-symbol layers into tweens at all. Hate it. The same thing here. Have him tilt forward like he's reaching out. Actually, move that up more. I don't like that. Boop. What is that? Oh, it's going to happen faster. That sucks. Oh, well. It's going to be too fast for anybody to really notice. There we go. Just head. Right about there. Boop, boop. Reusing tweens. Or easing, I should say. None of that really matters, so... This back a little more. You know, that's move too much. Yeah, that's good. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun to animate him. Oh, that looks really good. Love how he looks the other way before he leaves the camera. Or he leaves the frame. This is the most complicated shot in this thing. Everything else is still talking. So once I have this one done, I should be able to get some of the other stuff done pretty quickly. I don't know if I'll do that tonight, but the other good thing is that some of it's the root 2, and he's not, or not root 2, the STFU, and he's not moving that much. So no lip sync, no eyes, just gotta animate him like a clock. The Newgrounds clock character. So let's see what snide comments everybody's making. Nothing. Where are all my snide oh, there's more people. That's not spam. Whoops. You had more from Dan and some from Kirbygon. Endless challenge redesign perfect Kirby. That shit. Man, if I could animate like the perfect Kirby with the shape tweening, oh man. I never talk enough because I kind of get in the mindset when I'm animating. It's not like Casey when he's drawing that he can just keep the comments open and kind of just take a break and do that. This is actually, as you can see, on a completely other thing. But thanks for joining in. It's goddamn it, Casey, get it right. God damn it, Casey. So Kirbygon, I've been animating Route 2 for the past hour. I don't even know. While drinking and getting verbally abused by. Excuse me, bubble and throw. Verbally abused by Jess and Dan there, so this is what you've missed. So Nova's not animated yet. She's going to be animated now. So I actually like this pose that she's in now. I kind of want to do this. Work. Didn't work. Oh, you know what? I know it's not doing that. It's because it's let's see if this works. It's slightly not the normal 100. If I break it here, it should retain. I think it does retain it. Copy that over here. Move this down. Move this over to black it out. It's because these frames are identical. I can leave them both on there, and I don't have to try and approximate it. So if I want to like shift this over a little bit, or if I want to shift them, if I move it over like twice over, I can move that one as well, and not have to worry about making everything match up. Let's move over two actually. And move this over one. So I'm just like watching what I've animated over and over again. So I'm proud of it. Should I be like Casey and go order a pizza while making coffee and go to the bathroom? No, that's not right. I think I can get away without animating Root 2. No, I'm gonna animate a little bit of his antenna. His head snaps this way. We'll animate it with the blink. So here's how I do the antenna. Or at least I did. I haven't tried it yet. Or yet with this cat ball antenna. So this is a shape. This is a ball or a symbol, and I'm going to make the anchor point at the base of the shape. So when I rotate this, as you can see, it'll always remain like a fixed point away because it's a circle. And then I'll animate that first. So when his head dips down here, a little bit of reaction, we want it to do this. A little fast, but and we'll have it come back up a tiny bit. Whoa, thing. That we'll do normal easing. And a little bit of actually do this with my Ease Caddy here. That's a plugin. What I got to do here is basically shape tween this. And because it crosses the x-axis, it unfortunately gives me issues. Because see if I just do this, unless they've fixed it, see how it just rotates like that. Instead of messing with anchor points, I just basically do this instead. We'll see where it gets to. It's just before it reaches the end of it. Do that. Sometimes approximate it a little bit. There we go. It's on the other side. Kind of like what I was doing with the hands. And come back down. Back up. J, so I can double ease this, because you can't add custom easing to shape tweens, unfortunately. I wish they would fix that, but they're not going to fix anything with Flash because it's dying. Actually, this one I will just... Oh, you know what? That's why it's not going to work. Let's set this one up yet. We can actually have this come back down a little more. If you look at it now, it happens way too early. Let's push it forward because it's an action reaction thing. It has to should actually come back first. And yeah, let's actually have this come down more. Take 2 frames off of it. So much detail for something that doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. It matters to me. Oop. Down. That was not the right way to do that. That'll be close enough. Nope, see, it broke off there. That's because I did the wrong thing. See what happens when I do the wrong thing? We have a bad time. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, quick break. Comments again. Who else is here? Let's see. Quit drinking on the job. Oh, please, you always drink on the job. Magic 15. Yeah, no, I gotta get that myself, actually, or on the iOS. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Steam version. Doing this in After Effects to just animate the robot and then just move the clip around. Right, but I'm not doing it in After Effects because I'm doing it in Flash. I understand that there are better puppet tools in After Effects, but I haven't been using After Effects for 11 years. And yes, the puppet tool will be way easier, but there's no puppet tool in Flash either. They took out the inverse kinesthetics because they suck. And hello, Carbon Water. Good to see you. Tell me, do I put as much detail and finesse on my tweening and easing as you do on your lip syncing? Because I feel it's like the same amount of tedious work. So yeah, Nova's not been animated yet. She's gonna walk. She's gonna step a little bit forward. So see how he kind of like clips through her right here because of the layer switch. So she's gonna be like a little bit forward. So she'll probably be standing maybe over here when that happens. I'm actually gonna do this right now. So. Where it starts, so she can lean back a little bit. Let's have her more hip attitude. It's like this robot better not be coming to bother me, otherwise I'm gonna cut him. That's our Nova. Ba-dum-bum. Some bleeds for that. Even though this won't be noticeable, I'll just do that. So right here, so 683, she kind of wants to step backwards and then forwards, kind of like dodge the route 2. So we'll have her lean back forward again. Actually, I probably don't even need to do that. Let me go back this way. So this she'll be stepping back. Or there's a clone behind her. Oh God! And we keep making Nova heads. Oh, it's for an infinite number of them. She's gone supernova. Get it? It's a space joke. It's like Space Jam. You know they're making a sequel to Space Jam? Does that make you want to cry? It makes me want to cry. I'm going to get Billy West back for Bugs Bunny. Alright, that's actually too quick. Does Billy West still do Bugs Bunny? Is because I thought they had like 2 main voice actors for him for the recent cartoons. Let's move her over here. Super long arms. Let's make that a fist, like she's gonna punch somebody. Oh. Adjust this for balance. Always do the hands. Always get everything unless I know it's not going to be in the way, because she'll actually take her hand off here. Because I can. So I'll get to her eyes later. She'll get back. So actually, let me just do this. Straight tween so I can break it here, and she's a third of the way there. Break it here. Tilt her forward, down. Tilt her back a little bit up. That's why you need easing, folks, so it doesn't look awkward. Oh, it still looks awkward. So I need that extra one here just so it kind of bounce. She has that little bounce. That's looking better. Well, that's mostly that she's just kind of took one step. We should change this to a fist too. Boop. Use that. Doop-a-doop-boo, boop-a-doop-boop. Is this how people stand? I don't know if that's how people stand. I've had AE for a while, Dan, so I just gotta do that. Or animate characters flash and import them. Yeah, I could do that. I should probably start doing the camera work in He probably start doing some tutorials. But I thought they announced recently about the Space Jam.
I
feel like that should do that. Oh, didn't mean to go that far. It's not gonna break it. Not gonna break anything, but do not like having it there. Go a little more. She's a little too. And a little bit. You know what? That's the problem. Move this forward. Shorten her arm. That up, and then I will. Move this up a little bit. The back should actually. This should actually have more reaction. It's hard to get some reaction out of these the character models. They are somewhat limited. They're good, but they're just kind of limited in like it's hard. I can't bring this over to the front and still have it kind of attached to this because we don't have a shoulder rigged up. It's just this kind of like weird uniform covering, so we can kind of make it easier. Yep. That we gotta fix. It's that arm, that hand doesn't matter because you're not gonna be able to see it, but this is kind of what it's gonna look like. She should probably jump back a little sooner. And probably have a little bit more. Maybe it'll be good enough. That's good. She's sort of in the middle. And we can kind of fake that by doing this in the middle of the run. Yeah, that works. Oh, she probably should do that. Or root 2 should actually come back a little bit. I don't like that. I gotta fix that hand in root 2. Myrtle. Right there. Screwed it up. I think I didn't fix it when I was adjusting it. A little more. That works. This would help it too. Oop. Oh, that's much better. No. That's not right. Boop-a-doop. Lost my concentration, or was concentrating there, and I forgot I was not talking. So I'll talk now. Blah, 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 blah. This might be too much. It'll work. Comments. Gotta go trying to do lip sync. Dan, go download Keyframe Caddy and use. You have to. You can't use it for CC 2014. It doesn't work yet. But you can use it on CC, the original CC, Flash CC. It'll make it very easy. Jess, if you're still listening, tell him to do it. He'll never listen. He'll never listen. These are a little too much. Some minor touch-ups. Main when it comes to this stuff. Actually, go back forward one. Save. So I think I'm just going to finish this up, and then I'll call it for tonight. So that means getting her face. Sure that's right. 657, 657. I'm comparing this, which is the frame for the symbol, what's inside of this, to this one, which is my current frame. So do that so I know where the starting point is. 7. Jump out. Click, click. Takes me right to where it used to not do that. It'd take me to where it was starting, or to the corresponding frame for whatever frame I was on, and that sucked. I have to go find it. When you're working with things that are a couple thousand, you have to kind of scroll from here to here. Longer. Should blink here. Oh. J. The eyes go down. Nope, that's locked. Mouse is locked. Move the mouse up, actually. Back hair, back eye, and the head will not be locked. So just doing a blink. Nova's blinking is a little different because her blinks are all inside here already. So we want to go to, what frame is this? 26. Basically make a new keyframe, play once, 26. Now you'll see as we get to this frame, it will start her eye blink. We want to actually freeze it here, so we do that. Single frame, and it will stop. So I'm actually going to raise up and just make her angry. Boop. Down. Down. I just don't like how stiff that's looking. She probably shouldn't blink there, actually. She should blink over here. I'll fix that up. At this point, she get a little bit of a shock. He's like, oh, shit. Or annoyance. And the eyes will follow. Reaction. Do. Do that by a little bit. Up. These become the new starting positions. Boop-a-doop. So she sees him, she watches him kind of go around, blinks there. She can open her eyes about, let's see, before that. So she can open her eyes about here. So we'll do at this point, we'll put it on 29 and we'll put it on 30 and play once. Let's actually keep it on 29 until they open back up. J. Oops. And we reverse the E's, slow down. She opens her eyes. Incredibly angry again. Brrr. And as she comes back, she can follow the that. Boop, boop. Yes. That happens too fast, so he doesn't start going back until about here. So let's try this. That works. Okay, I like that. I don't like her framed up directly in front of the line, but it's what I got to work with because of the background. We'll check the comments. Top comments, newest first. No new comments. Hope I'm not boring everybody, but that's what animation is. her slight reaction at the. Actually, I'll go ahead and do the mouth part. And I don't have keyframe caddy, like I said before. Double check. Extensions, ease caddy, cooler, but no keyframe caddy. Keyframe caddy basically lets me, it's like one of these windows over here on the left, but it lets me see the frame of each frame within the mouth. So if we take a look at the mouth here, each has a whole bunch of different frames. And that basically lets me click on that. It'll create a new keyframe that is single frame, and I don't have to go and it's real easy. Basically, one click. I don't have to search for everything. But I don't feel like it doesn't work on this version. I can open up the last version of Flash and do it, but it's just a grunt. Ugh. So let's start here. Just do that. No, it still looks kind of. Maybe you can do that. That kind of works. I could do is have this come down, stretch it a little bit. Too much. There we go. J. Oop-a-doop. So let's save it, and I think I'm done with this for now. I think that's way too much hang time on that. That looks a little better. Yeah, she needs to dip back. She needs to step back a little more. Can't really tell she's stepping backwards. If I could tilt it like that. Yeah, that's a little better. Still a little rigid, but okay. Let's make sure this is on the right frame. Nothing got lost. 748. So I gotta go back and do Route 2's lip sync. I don't think I'll do that now. I think I'll wait till the end. I just don't want to forget it. Let me export it. You guys can have a little watch. Do 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 do. It's gonna run slowly because we got filters and stuff, and it's gonna slow down the flash. But in video, it'll be 100% correct frame rate. Plus, you guys are watching it or whatever. Okay. All right. I think that looks good. Yep, this way. All right. So I think that'll be it for tonight. Thank you everybody who joined in and are still here. Screw Dan because he left. Hope you enjoyed at least seeing a little bit. It's fun to animate Route 2. Unfortunately, I think that's the last he shows up in this episode. He's just in there for a brief little cameo just to remember that he's a character. So, let me get out of here. Maybe I'll probably do this again on Friday, finish up the scene because I'm going to be out tomorrow. But again, thanks for showing up, and have a good one.